Thursday. How's everybody doing? It's the live with the 529. I think there's going to be most of us here. Stephanie's going to not be here, and so, but we've got some stuff to talk about. How's everybody doing? Hi, Leslie. Hey, Pamela. Lily Angel, Purple Moon. Hi. Let me see if I can get some people invited here. There's Patricia, there's Quince.
Hi.
Hey. Hey, Katie, what's up? Hey, Angel. Hey, Shells. Let's see. Invite Patricia. Quince. Where's Doc? Where'd you go, Doc? Where are you hiding?
Remember that she said she might be late.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
You are correct.
Hi, friends.
Well, hey, friends.
Hello. Happy Wednesday.
Before anything else, unless you haven't said anything yet, Stephanie won't be with us this evening.
Yes. Stephanie's going to be listening, though, as she's driving. Hey, Cassie.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
a work thing she couldn't get out of.
And Patricia has to leave early, and Doc is probably coming late. We're a mess.
Yay!
We're fine. I mean, if you look at us over the aggregate of the last 35 weeks or so, not bad. Our average is high.
We've barely missed anything.
Exactly. I'm gonna give us at least an A-, B+, A-.
Yeah, I think A- is fair. I think
that's fair.
It's
I think
okay.
that's fair. Hi, Mel.
Hi, friends.
I know we are busy, and we also, we've been doing a lot of chit-chatting too. Sometimes it's not just like tasks that we have to check off of our list for 529. Sometimes it's just being able to talk with other people that helps. Mm-hmm. And we've been doing a lot of talking, as I'm sure you all have. Thanks, Cassie. Yeah, so
agenda. Gotta get the agenda.
We need to do the agenda.
I think an A with being tardy. Yeah, that's fine. And I definitely bring the cumulative GPA down from keep kicking myself out of lives and pushing buttons I shouldn't. So that's all me.
Or kicking other people out of Google Meets.
Oh, yeah.
Christina found a new one the other night.
Yeah. I said, yeet. Patricia, we all log on to the same account, the same Google account to do stuff in 529 sometimes, but we overlap each other sometimes. And so Google's like, yeah, no, you can't be the same person logged on to the same thing at the same time.
Just yeeted Patricia out of our meeting.
I know.
Yeah,
So I was
I
like,
was
sorry about
actually in the
that.
middle of a sentence, and I was like, what the heck happened?
And I was like, okay.
Sorry about that.
Whatevs.
Hey, want to see a cool shirt?
That's a cool shirt.
Jack,
I love it.
That's
It looks
a very cool shirt.
great on. I mean, I liked it just looking at it, but it looks even better on.
It looks really slick.
It looks really cool. It goes well with your hair too.
Why, thank you.
Thank you, Mel.
I look like I want to be a badass anime character in all my dreams.
Yes, it was Katie's birthday yesterday, so
yay, Katie's birthday.
Happy birthday, Katie.
Happy birthday, Katie.
Yeah.
And I was a little late with the video, and I apologize. I thought I had more time. I was dorking
first
around,
time, it
and
won't
then
be the last, my friend.
but it doesn't mean that we love you any less, or that
I think
those
I filmed
birthday wishes
yours
were
in
not
a
as
park
sincere.
with my child on my lap, so
I think mine didn't post until like 8 p.m. or something on my birthday. So
I will expect mine at 11 p.m. because I'm the last one.
Everyone is
So-
doing your best right now.
Listen, we're
You're doing
all
great, sweeties.
Hopefully,
We're all doing our best.
all
we
doing
all
hopefully I'll
have
be
we
awake.
all have at least 1 foot inside the struggle bus, all of us
Yes.
right now. So
Some of us are underneath the struggle bus, hanging on to the muffler.
No, just getting run over again and
well, thank God
Struggle
there's
bus
no
is
snakes
backing
in the
up
bus.
over us.
snakes on the bus.
No snakes on the bus though.
It's backing up, one-handed, and then
It's
on the gas again.
Toots is the driving cat, is driving the struggle bus.
This is the driving cat. All right, I'm gonna open the agenda. Otherwise, I'll just.
I guess Doc's not here, so
That's okay. Then we
50
just talk
days
about
until
it.
Hobie gets
We'll
out.
figure it out. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it
Hobie,
out. We always
Hobie,
figure it
please
out.
Hurry. Hobie, please hurry. Hobie, we need you. We need you
50
so
days,
bad, Hobie.
friends. Yes, you
We're
guys.
halfway there.
I was gonna say I screwed it up. Thank you, Connie. I will go find it. Yes, I screwed up the Instagram story today, but I did put "living on a prayer" on it because
Yes.
Listen, you get Instagram glory for the rest of the project and beyond because you got El
Is it
Capitan.
on here?
I did that stupid thing where you tag him in your story to see if he likes it, and he liked it.
El Capitan,
Yeah.
like her
He did. He liked it.
story.
Some of our stories, guys.
That is
Yeah.
fantastic.
Yeah, I'm just saying there's a chance. He definitely
Just
saw our
saying
story. There's a chance he saw our profile. Probably not.
With everything that he's been doing, because it's not just us. He's been going out and
I'm
he's
pretty
been
sure he's just
liking
going through and being like,
he's been liking a bunch of people's posts about
Yes.
BTS and about you.
Yes.
And
Yes.
I don't for 1 second think it is not intentional. And we know that he and Yoongi talk probably every day, if not if not every day, really
yeah,
often.
maybe not every day, all the time, but I'm sure right now he's checking on his
No,
friend.
listen.
Yes.
There's Delulu that's like up here, right? And then there's like reasonable Delulu.
Yeah.
And I think that him going through and hearting and then his relationship with Yoongi, I think is a very, very basic Delulu.
Yeah.
No
Anne-Marie,
frill
we're
Delulu.
talking about El Capitan.
Yes.
He's a producer for Big Hit
Yeah.
and a close friend of Yoongi's. He was on Sujita. They've talked about how they're friends.
Is he employed by Big Hit or do they just contract with him?
Oh, I don't know. He has done a lot of music with them and with other artists.
Yeah.
at Big
He's
Hit.
actually employed by Big Hit. I think he just contracts with them and he partners with Yoongi on a lot of stuff.
Mhm.
He's definitely a producer. He
could be
definitely has
wrong.
credits on B. No, you could be right. But I know he
Yeah.
works on songs for other idol groups as well.
Yes, he does
Yes.
work on songs for other idols as well.
So yeah, you're right. He might not be Big Hit. I don't even know if he's employed by
T-ball
her.
mix.
She-ball
yeah.
mix.
Anyway, yeah, put up a.
Yes.
So he went live today. He's been, he's been liking a lot of stories from Army that have tagged him.
Even on Twitter, I think.
I feel like he's giving us the wink.
I do
Yes.
too. I do too. And that in combo with RM's change, yeah.
Pamela said he used to be an idol. Yes. If you want to know more about that, watch his episode of Suchita. It's very good. I believe it's the last episode. It's the last episode, right?
I think it's the last, yeah.
Yeah, it's a very good episode. He's a cool guy.
Yes.
El Capitan.
Yes, we're talking
Right.
about El Capitan.
Although on Twitter, I'm starting to now see messages where people are saying like, okay, stop spamming him with "is Yoongi okay" comments now. Like we need to back it down just a little
the
bit.
story, just so you guys know, it was
So-
just, I was listening to Map of the Soul 7 yesterday a couple of times because of where we are on the blog, and I was listening to Respect, and I was like, hey, I wonder what everybody else is listening to. So it was just a story with the thing from Spotify saying I was listening to Respect, and it was one of those ad yours, like, and I tagged him because I was like, why the fuck not? And
Why the fuck not?
Well, if I got-
If somebody allows their account
That's how
to
we
be
run.
tagged,
Listen, that's how we run this whole project.
that's how we
would it
run
have
it.
been a better
Why the fuck
post?
not?
Probably.
Why the fuck not?
Sometimes we
Yeah.
answer our own questions and we go, oh, this is why the fuck not. Okay.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, I don't know if he has credits on that. He has credits on a lot of tracks of theirs, but
Yeah.
Yeah, but so
In
that's good stuff.
In most of Yoongi's last album, I think he's credited on almost
Yeah, I've
all
never
the
looked to
songs
see if he
except
has.
one or two. Yeah.
I know I gotta go see if he has credits on that song.
Yeah,
All right.
he has worked with
He
a lot.
does. He was a producer on that song, so I tagged him. It was relevant. He does have credits on that song.
Actively relevant.
It was all planned.
Did you just say retroactively relevant? Because
Retroactively relevant.
I like it. I like it.
Definitely
Retcon.
100%
I
planned.
feel like that sums up a lot of our content.
Prequel, prequel storyline.
Yeah.
Anyway, 50 days until Hobie gets out. If you're in the Discord, go to the Hobie channel. I posted earlier. The same person who did like a coloring page countdown for Jin has done one for Hobie. It's basically there's 50 numbered shapes on it. And if you color in one each day until he gets back, you'll have a beautiful picture. So
Wouldn't it be fun to? I think it's gonna be cool if like you get all of them, and then like after you color them all in and they're all out, if you can like frame them and hang them on the wall.
Hey, Doc.
Hi.
okay,
Doc is here.
We are going to talk about that later. We have the
talk about
world's
it. Yep.
smallest sign from RM, and
Yeah, but-
we're believing in it.
Mods, you have the agenda, right?
I do. Oh wait,
Mods.
did anyone send it to them?
No, they have permission.
Oh, okay.
We have folder permission.
I gave all three of them permission.
Great.
So just I'm not even in the exec, but what do you
They
mean
need a
you
link.
don't?
Here's a link. Here's a link to the doc. There you go. How's
I
that?
think even if they have folder permissions, they need a link.
There you go. I gave it to him. We don't have permission to view that folder.
Stuff.
Okay.
We're
All
going
right.
to dance. Why
Yeah, by the way,
not?
we started sharing the agenda with the mods so that if you guys start asking about stuff that's on the agenda, they can start to let you know. Anyway, okay, Patreon. So most of you here are probably familiar with us, but I'll go over it as per usual. We do have a Patreon. If you'd like to support our content, we have 3 monthly levels, $3, $5, and $10 a month. Each one has some different benefits that come with it. The $10 a month level has a private Discord channel with us. There's some merch discounts, there's live shout outs, that kind of thing. Everything we do so far has been for free except for merch, which you get something for. So this is just helping support all the work that we're doing, which is a lot. So if you would like to support, it is either patreon.com/armyproject529, or if you go to our website, armyproject529.com, there is a purple button in the top right corner that'll link you there. For whatever reason, the Patreon search doesn't find us, but I promise we're there. So since we didn't have time on Sunday, we wanted to shout out the people who have signed up in the past month, which includes Angel, Melanie, Paige, Jeanette, Jennifer, Audrey, Chatty, Tammy, Angie, Donna, and Tracy. Thank you guys very much. We really appreciate it.
That is awesome. Thank you.
Yay!
Thank you.
Thank you.
We love it.
You keep us rolling in
Yes.
apps and websites.
And websites. Yep. True.
Yeah.
Keep us rolling in user fees.
Oh man.
Oh,
Yeah, believe it or
Okay.
not, we have to pay a monthly subscription to be able to send that newsletter every Monday, for example.
yeah. For example.
Surprisingly exorbitant.
Yeah, it's surprisingly expensive.
Surprisingly, way more expensive than I thought a book club would be.
Yeah.
Any hoodles.
I mean,
Any hoodles.
Yeah, Christina, do you want to mention the merch? We forgot to
Sure,
put it in.
sure.
Yes, merch.
Yeah, so we have some recent merch additions. We now are doing some license plate frames, which are really cool. US only for the license plate frames. And so we have some that have some boraje on them, and they're purple and all different kinds. We have our phone cases, which have been really popular. Katie did really awesome designs on those. And those are good phone cases. I need a new one. I'm going to pick one. And then our Y2JK design for our retro series is our latest, and I'm wearing it right now, and it is awesome. So there's JK just in time for his movie to come out. If you were looking for a shirt to wear to the I Am Still movie.
We are days away from his birthday.
And days away from his birthday. And I hopefully will have a teaser soon for who's the next in the retro series, because I have some ideas, but I got to narrow it down. So.
And this reminds me, we just ordered today some
awesome, Pamela.
samples for Kansas City, which reminds me, number one, we are 2 weeks and 2 days from Kansas City, number one. And number two, there will not be a blog that week.
Nope.
So it's on a weekend, the week after the Kansas City meetup, because normally we do all the blog work over the weekend, but we're going to be kind of busy that weekend. There will not be a blog that week. But don't worry, the timing still works out.
Yeah.
We all made sure of it.
We just like Cher told us to do in Clueless. We just got into the kitchen and we rearranged a few things and we figured it out.
Right. Totally.
Yep.
We'll keep saying that because we know we're going to get some panicked emails and Discord messages like, "Where's the newsletter?"
It's okay.
Not there.
There's none.
Take that
we're going to be
Another week.
Take that time.
Because we're going to be causing
blog.
mayhem in a hotel in Kansas City.
That's exactly right.
Why.
That's exactly right, Christina. Take that time. This is a catch-up week.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
We
go
all
back.
know most of us are behind.
Why you gotta out people like that? It's like when the dentist says, "Do you
Out
floss?"
themselves all the
All
time.
the time.
Coming in
many
there,
times?
I'm behind, but I did okay. It's fine.
It's fine. TBD on
It's
the watch
okay.
party. We could watch something else if we want, or we could again have a catch-up night for the stuff that just keeps coming out every couple of days.
We've made
because
literally
we
no,
have plenty to watch.
Well, first of all, there's not going to be one that week anyway because I think a lot of us are traveling on Thursday. So probably what we'll do is we'll just move the watch party for that week.
The following, okay. Yeah, basically stuff's going to be a little hinky around Kansas City. Sorry about that, but
Yeah.
there are only so many of us.
We're not sorry for our fault because we planned this whole fucking thing for people to come to.
Hey, I think it's okay. It's like a vacation, but it's like a work vacation.
Yeah, Janie,
For
we're
the
very
job
sorry.
that-
The plan was to get ahead and have a blog that week, and then many real life things happened.
Don't listen.
Doesn't happen. No.
Listen.
That plan really kind of
This is a great plan in like February.
before we actually launched the project.
Yes.
And before we knew exactly what it was that we were going to be
Hey,
doing.
baby.
everything.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And to be fair,
once we had the
still
conversation,
know what we're doing
the
each
reality
week?
conversation.
It was a good it was a good idea,
We
but
don't know what we're doing. We're still just.
it was just an idea.
Being so
Yep.
real.
Yeah, be so for real. All right.
Okay.
Patricia's up.
It's fine.
I'm next. We had a new episode of Run Jin come out, episode 3. He was in a internet cafe preparing ramen and serving kids who were causing all kinds of mayhem and playing games. We're going to be watching it this Friday in our watch party at 9 p.m.
Eastern,
my time.
Central.
9 Eastern. And then we'll talk about it in the Sunday Live because we want you to come watch it with us. And in the next episode, one of the nephews is going to be there that we
The
know.
nephews.
Dungeon.
One of the nephews
Dungeon
from
next week.
TXT.
And I really hope Jin gives him no quarter. I hope Jin just
You
Yeah,
know
it's
what? I feel like
he's not.
Vivian's been around him long enough.
biased
It's
too,
gonna
Vivian.
fuck with him right back. It's gonna
yeah,
be
I think
weird.
so. I think so.
So,
Jin
and
is
then
actually a lot like Jin.
He is. Have you
He's
seen
goofy.
that-
He tells
you
the
seen that-
worst jokes, but laughs at himself while he does it.
There's all those
Worst
videos that
joke.
run around where they're like, basically, ex-TXT member is BTS member's son, and then they compared them all. Those are pretty entertaining.
That's awesome.
anyway, what more? One more thing about Jin. And we started with Jin because he's the oldest. The campaign for Seoul feels so good for Seoul tourism. We're gonna start getting new episodes. The first one actually is going to be released tomorrow.
Thursday.
So get ready for more
So much fun.
Jin.
More gin. More gin.
More
all the gin.
Jin. I mean, like, this man has been running like crazy since he left the military. He has not stopped doing stuff.
I know.
And this didn't even make it on the agenda because it happened since we made it. Because
Yes, he's actually going to be in a reality show,
He's gonna be the
apparently. And yeah, he's going to be the host with an actress. I don't remember the name of the actress, but basically it's going to be like a place where you can stay. And actually, I've seen that you can apply to stay at the place while they're filming. So,
Yeah, I saw him
and it's
too.
gonna be shown in Netflix. It's a Netflix
well, it was
show.
announced by Netflix Korea, so I don't know if it's going to be available on Netflix everywhere.
Well,
I would hope so, but they haven't.
hopefully.
Said anything away, I don't think.
they have so much Korean stuff in Netflix that
Yeah,
you might
let's
as well throw
hope.
it
If
in.
it's not-
So,
If it's not available at first, hopefully it's available with subtitles eventually.
Right. Right.
yeah.
And
I
the-
just, in my head, they come to Jin and they're like, I don't know if he can do this. And they have it written down and they're like, so Jin, what do you think? And he's just like, checks it off. He's like, yep, when do I start? Because I feel like he has that energy right now. He's like, whatever,
Yeah.
I'll do whatever.
I think he'll do a fantastic job, but at the same time, I have a feeling he's going to be groaning all the time, as he usually
I
does.
mean, if Kim Seok-jin does a show of any kind and he's not moaning and groaning the whole time, is it even
Yeah.
Is he really there?
Like, come on.
Right. Yeah,
He's going to
exactly.
be probably complaining about everything, but you know,
We're
it is what it
talking
is.
about Jin.
Never-ending complaining because that is our beloved Kim Seok-jin.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a Bangtan rule. Like if JK doesn't look angry at his food, is he really enjoying it? No.
No.
No, he's not.
No,
If he looks happy, he hates it. It's disgusting. Get it away from him. But if he's like angry, yeah, it's good.
is this natural as like Jin groaning or screaming when he's playing video games? That's
Yep,
what
yep.
we can expect from Jin.
Yeah.
So anyway,
Aspirated.
We will be talking more about the episode 3 on Sunday's live.
Yes, more in depth. Because honestly,
Speaking
it
of him
came out
screaming
so
like
recently. A lot of people haven't seen it yet, but by Sunday we'll have had the watch party and
Yes.
people have had time to watch it. So
yeah,
So we
also
can
this live
discuss.
is intentionally only 1 hour long.
Yes.
Right.
that too.
okay, so I think Lisa's next.
Speaking of our watch party, it is also for Are You Sure? This is Friday evenings, guys. So episode 5 will be dropping at o'clock hours tonight, as per usual. We suspect it is the final episode in Jeju, but we don't know for sure if it is or not. Just going by the number of episodes and how many locations that they have, we think this will be the last episode in Jeju. So that is dropping some awful time in the middle of the night for those of us here in
It's
North America.
bullshit drop time, that's for sure.
So
Yeah.
our watch party, as Patricia mentioned earlier, is Friday at 9 p.m. Eastern. We will be watching both Runjin episode 3, and we will be watching Are You Sure episode 5. And we are doing another giveaway. Vanna White up there is holding. We will be giving away this copy of
This
Muse.
physical copy of Muse.
That actual copy, the blooming version of Muse, we will be giving away during our watch party. So it will be rules as usual, as far as we will be asking you guys a question that pertains to the episode, and whoever the first person is to get it right, you will win the prize.
Except
Nice.
Yes.
It will be international this time.
This
Okay.
one will be international.
Oh, very nice. Very nice.
Previously,
Yeah.
they've been
International.
Full disclosure, it is open, but everything is inside it.
yes, yes. It's been gently pawed at.
It's been viewed.
Ever
Look.
so gently.
I bought the set so I could decide which one I wanted to keep.
Yeah. And then it was tangentially drooled over by those of us in the live video chat with her on the server, watching her gently paw at it.
Gently pawed.
My Target only had the yellow. That was my only choice. So the blue's pretty. I like this one too.
It's a very pretty color. They're both very lovely.
Very
You can't go
nice.
wrong. They both have
Very
lots of lovely
nice.
pieces in one.
Yeah.
Look,
Yeah.
are there any losers in this contest?
No.
You get Park Jimin either way.
Never.
No losers.
Never. Park Jimin.
all
Hold on. I
winners.
have to talk, but first I have to look at Park Jimin. Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. Distracting. Here we go.
Yep. Still
All
there.
right. Am I still for our Jungkookie, the matinee? That's what we're talking about next. In limited
Flip it
theaters,
and reverse it.
September 18th. Who's going? Are you going? Everybody's going, right? We're all going to see
Legitimately not
JK.
sure if I can go, but I think everybody
Okay,
else is going.
Well,
I
if
need to get
you
my
are-
ticket though, but
If
I'm
you're
going.
interested in finding buddies to go with, Baraje buddies to go with, in our Discord, there's local hangouts. And so you can find people in there and everybody, talks about their region and whatever, what have you, and use those channels to make your plans to go with a group of people.
Yep.
I have a group of people I go with, and it's a lot of fun. And the place that I go has a food court, and the food court opened up 2 Korean restaurants, and one of them is a Korean hot dog place. So I'm super excited. So
You can get
Korean
hangry
hot dogs.
like JK over your food.
Yes, I'm super excited. I want one of each of them. So yeah, that's going to be good. And then the Regal theaters is what I saw that are having it has to be specifically that brand of theater, the Regals, that have the JK merchandise there. And I have a feeling that's going to go super fast.
Yeah, the Yoongi
So-
stuff sold out before opening night somehow. So
Yes. And I've
Set
seen
your
people on
expectations.
Twitter talking
They
about
didn't care.
I saw one person on Twitter that said, I specifically made friends with somebody that I knew worked at the movie theater so I could get a hold of that JK merch. And I'm like, hey, gotta do what you gotta do.
Oh wow.
So, yeah.
I mean,
Dedication.
There you go.
Dedication. Yep.
So, yeah. So there you go.
And
So
the
next
and
is-
release date, the actual, never mind. I don't know why. You already said it. My
Yeah,
bad.
no worries. September 18th. And it's getting close to his birthday. So that's nice. It's going to be
yeah, it's his
birthday
on Sunday.
season. Yeah.
Yay.
JK.
Yes, we will be live on his birthday on Sunday. So
yeah.
a bit of a celebration.
JK.
Yeah,
Which
so-
we're not decided on yet, but we will.
Celebrate.
Yes.
Na na. Do, 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 do.
Jungkookie. All right. Next is Doc.
Next is Doc. Let me see if I can get the filter to put this precious sweetie over my heart again.
What
I was
happened?
doing it earlier. Oh, it's messing it up now. The
it
filter was
Yantan?
all jacked up. It was putting Yantan right on my heart
Aw.
because the filter
Aw.
or the layover vinyl is on pre-order. You can get that. The pre-sale is still open. They're doing a rolling release on this precious little cutie pie. Look at him. Look at him.
I know. Oh my gosh.
So the pre-sales open now. They are doing a rolling release starting in late September, but the United States is not releasing. They're not shipping until starting October 18th. But look at this cutie pie. He's so precious.
He's so
On
cute.
vinyl, the cutie
He's a
patootie.
puppy.
They put his face, Yontan's face, in the middle of the vinyl.
He's a little puppy.
Because he's adorbs.
Hey, little puppy.
That reminds me of that thing on Instagram where people are putting the bread in their cat's face in the bread.
Yeah.
But it's Yotan in the middle of the vinyl record.
That's true.
I swear to God.
Alexa,
No, I don't need to know the weather right now.
This is becoming a recurring occurrence
Yes.
By the way,
of
guys,
like
I
Quinn's
just looked
fighting
it
with
up.
Alexa.
I know. By the way, I just looked it up, you guys. Yontan's fan cam has over 2 million views.
Oh, that's adorable, though.
I mean,
I mean, he's like one of the most famous puppers in the whole world.
Yes.
True.
So he
True
definitely
that.
deserves that. But
Yeah.
okay, all right. Oh, it's me. Okay, here we go. Some nice week tea for your Wednesday. Week tea Wednesday. So just sit back and listen.
I'm staying for a week tea and then I'm leaving.
Okay, so El Capitan, as we were talking about before in the earlier part, he was he's been on his Instagram, and this last week he was had several impersonator accounts, and so what he did was he knew that ARMY were busy on Kim Namjoon's internet these days, as we have been. And so he asked ARMY to jump in and help him with those accounts. And those accounts are gone
Toast.
because ARMY said, not on my watch.
Accounts were
Yeah.
gone.
Gone.
I
And
mean,
El Capitan was
no.
probably looked at Yoongi and was like, wow, they're like scary good, huh? And Yoongi was like,
There you
that's
go,
who you go
Kim.
to.
I raised them well.
Yeah.
Yep, that's who you go to. You want to get rid of.
of.
That's right. You want something to happen on the internet? Ask ARMY.
And for those who don't know, so Instagram has the ability to have a broadcast channel. Not every account, but like big accounts sometimes have them. It's kind of like a private chat between them and their followers, except you can't reply. All you can do is give reactions. So sometimes they'll share pictures or like, you know, special messages or whatever. So he has one, and that's where he posted it. He specifically put in like, here's 3 links of impersonator accounts. Can you guys help me report these? And ARMY was like, I feel so helpless today, but if I can destroy your enemies,
Yes, we will do it.
I'm here for it.
Yeah.
He was in the Eldorphin little broadcast channel when he asked, and then
Right.
ARMY spread
Mission
it like
accomplished.
wildfire over on the Bird app. We were like,
Yep.
Yeah.
So
So no one that we can attack right now. Let's go after
we
that.
We called it if you are, we protect BTS, but also if you are BTS adjacent.
Yes.
Then you are
I
under
put it
the
up on our
purple
story.
umbrella.
That ARMY protects our friends.
yeah.
You are under the purple umbrella if you are BTS
It was
adjacent.
beautiful.
So there you go.
It only took us like less than 48 hours to have them all the accounts.
48. It was
24.
Wiped out of the existence.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
By the way, guys,
He's like,
please feel free to share the live. We are going to be getting into some slightly less weak tea.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Feel free to share the live.
And as we mentioned earlier, so he went live this morning, and I think it was like 2 or 3 in the morning his time, assuming he's in Korea. He was live for what? I don't know, 30, 45 minutes or something. So there are screenshots going around. I wasn't on the live the whole time. There are screenshots going around saying, people kept saying, give a thumbs up if Yoongi's okay, or asking about Yoongi, and he just sat and did this for a few seconds. Is that
It was like early this afternoon.
yeah, it was today during my lunch break.
yeah, but wasn't it?
Yeah, it was around lunchtime.
It was lunchtime for us, but it was 2 or 3 in the morning his time.
Yeah.
That's true.
Sorry.
He's in, yeah,
Yeah.
he's in the world.
Solid point, Katie.
Fine. For people, I know Doc and Riven were there. Was that the sequence of events? I want to
Yeah,
believe.
he didn't sit with the thumbs up for a long time until after people were asking him to put the thumbs up.
Okay, so the question happened first, and then the thumbs up.
Yeah.
Okay, I was not convinced that somebody didn't see the thumbs up and then make the screenshot.
I asked him to please teaser some of your new music, and then he went and clicky clacked and he played a song.
Wow.
So excited.
And that's what El Capitan. El Capitan.
We're
went
getting
live.
intimate, huh?
I felt like I was perceived. It was like, what?
He's a producer who has worked with BTS a lot. He is a personal friend of at least Yoongi's. He works with other. He's a cool guy.
And he's in his Grace Slick Jefferson Starship era right now, and I'm here for it. You guys get that
With
reference?
the-
And I love you forever.
Curly hair.
He's so freaking pretty. It's not fair. And then he's learned a lot from you. So he likes to stare at us on his lives and not really do anything. And it's magnificent.
Like he's studying at the altar of Min Yoongi lives.
Georgie,
Yes.
he went live on Instagram.
Yeah, he goes live on Instagram.
Yeah, I was live on Instagram, yeah.
El
So he-
Capitan,
And
but
he's been going live pretty frequently in the last few days. He's been going
yeah.
live probably every other day or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Speaking of Instagram, though, because we're at the halfway point. Speaking of Instagram, people were asking before, how did we know that Namjoon was trying to communicate with us? Now, this is a theory, okay? So everybody just listen up.
It's not speculation.
So Namjoon's Instagram account had right place, wrong person, but all capitals. So
In
right
the profile.
in his profile pic.
Written like a title.
Right.
Right.
in the
Right,
top.
capital R.
And he
Capital
went
W.
in and made all the letters lowercase.
Lowercase.
Armies who are keep receipts had the side by side. This is what it looked like August this date, and this is now what it looks like August this date.
So we just went in and changed
so
2 letters.
we
That's
changed
it.
4 letters. 4 letters.
Four.
Right place, wrong
Right
person.
place,
Wrong person.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
All
Those are
lowercase.
A title. Yeah.
And
words.
so
I can count them.
no worries. And the theory, some of the theories that I saw were, and keep in mind, this is Namjoon, so, who knows, right? But so one theory I saw was he's encouraging us to bring about the fall of capitalism. That was one theory I saw.
Yay.
I don't know
I think that's more Yoongi's game, but
Yeah, that's
I mean, hey. Another theory I saw, which probably a little slightly more believable, was he's basically telling us, calm down, take it down. Like, because when you yell in text and you put all caps, it's like yelling. So if you want people to calm down, you lowercase it.
I like the calm down, my daughter.
yes.
theory.
calm down, my
Come
daughter.
down, come down, my daughter.
Right. Or he was just going in to say, I know somebody's going to notice this. I just want you to know that I'm here and I have an eye
But
on
I think
what's going on.
I think it was a lot the third.
yeah.
I think it was a lot the
It's like,
third with maybe
blink
a
twice
little
if
bit.
you're watching.
Yeah. I think
Right.
it was mostly the third, but probably a little bit of the second.
Yeah.
I think it really was mostly the third. Him just going, hey, I'm here. I see what you guys are doing.
Right.
Yeah.
And so I think either way, I think obviously they can't do a whole lot right now to contact us, or which makes sense. But leave it to Namjoon, one of the smartest guys in the known universe, to figure out a way to give us a little slight and for us to go.
He's watching us.
I already told them my headcanon is that the lawyers sat them down and were like, you will not post on Instagram. You will not make a story. You will not add anything to your profile. And he was like, got it. Okay, so I'm immediately going to change just the capitalization in my profile. They did not tell me that I couldn't do that.
These bitches will notice. These
Yeah.
bitches will notice.
These bitches will notice and be
Yeah.
do it with the rest of them.
And
Because
these bitches
armies
did
always-
indeed notice. Yes. So I thought that was really those two things made me feel pretty good.
And I'm just saying they both happened on my birthday.
Aw,
I know, it was like a
Oh,
happy birthday.
Katie, you got a gift.
that's
We're
awesome.
getting gifts on her birthday. I got gin out of the military on my birthday. And you got
Whoa.
on your birthday.
Competition, huh?
I'm saying we're cumulatively receiving gifts on our birthdays.
Yeah,
was
You
we're
know,
winning.
I think
big
I might
time
get
winning.
Jin's album on my birthday. How about that?
Hey, see?
That seems fair. All right. Two things though that we need to warn everybody about, especially Baby Army or people that are new, especially to the Twitter sphere. And that is when you are wanting to help out in honor of BTS with charity projects. We just like to let you know that this is a prime time for people to take advantage of Army, especially newer Army who are not as familiar with charities and donations. So just an overall note of caution, just to be careful with especially new accounts or accounts that you don't have a history with when you're giving away your credit card to someone on the internet. Okay,
Pay attention to what links you're clicking, where the money is going.
right. Because armies right now have such good hearts, and when we see a charity project in the name of BTS, of course we're going to jump all over that and we want to help. But other people that would
Some people are taking
potentially
it.
take advantage of you know that as well. So just protect yourself. All right, be careful.
You can only do
And then-
due diligence research.
Yeah, exactly,
Be
exactly.
smart.
And then in terms of, again, on the Twitter sphere, the fake accounts are popping up fast and furious.
They are.
You don't.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to give you an example.
They're wilding.
Okay. August D with the blue check mark on Twitter has 131,000 followers. That is not Yoongi.
Fake.
That is
not
not
Yoongi.
August D. Why are 131,000 people following this fake ass August D?
None
Like,
of them
I-
have Twitter accounts.
None of them do. And if you want a good explanation on that, our mod Leslie made a video on her page about which accounts are real, because we can all
It's on our
recognize.
page, actually.
Is it on our page?
Yeah, it's on the account that you're on, actually.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
Then Leslie made the video.
Yeah,
though,
Leslie
but
did
we
make the
posted
video.
it on the 529. Okay, so please, watch that, and because I know that again, we want to have every contact that we can right now with them, but that particular one made me really mad because that account also posted the forbidden footage and photos of Yoongi,
How
and so that account is on the shit list. So
The only accounts that are real on Twitter are the BTS Twitter account
It's
and the
BTS
Hive
underscore
account.
TWT and BTS underscore Big Hit Official. And if you
Yeah.
look at what accounts those accounts follow, that's how you find, because there's like a Hive Insight, there's like Hive or Weverse Merch, there's a couple of like related ones, but the BTS members share one Twitter account.
The members have no accounts.
Well,
and
they
you
have
can
one
actually
shared
get
account on
they
Twitter.
have the shared one.
They
Yes.
have no individual
But
account.
but
Blue checks can be paid for.
you can get
Exactly.
yeah, the blue checks are paid. So
Ever since Twitter
Anyway.
became X, blue checks can be bought.
right.
So
yes.
Please, please.
Folks, I have to go. I'm gonna
Okay.
eat myself out of this live. So see you all. See you
Okay.
everybody
Bye.
on Sunday. Bye 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 bye. Bye.
Yeah,
See you
as
later.
you mentioned,
Bye.
it's very confusing because on other apps, a blue check means something. On Twitter, a blue check means
Yes.
nothing. It means that they
Not
pay
anymore.
$10 a month to Twitter.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
blue
the
check
gold-
used to mean something, but it no longer means
The
anything.
gold checks are the verified accounts. Like if somebody has a gold check, that means it's legit for real, for real. BTS got rid of theirs a while back, I believe. When did it happen? When the change happened? When Twitter became X?
It might
Like-
have been. It was around about that time.
Yeah, they only
And so
have their
far,
actual account only has a blue check. They don't have a gold check. But
Yeah,
it is
because they can't be bothered to get verified for real over
they,
there.
they, much like the rest of us, don't want to give that app money.
What you will
I'm
find
just
though
kidding.
is
I'm
like
not making that claim for them.
the official
I'm making that claim for me.
accounts have like 75 million followers, so it's not like close.
Yeah, the numbers give you a little bit of a.
And also, the real Suga would post that footage on his own account. Be so for real.
Be so for real.
Use just like a second of this.
If you are unsure, please feel free to reach out and ask fellow Army and be like, listen, guys, I'm not sure. This seems a little like it seems sus, but on the other hand, it could be. I'm just really not sure. Can somebody help me out? And guarantee somebody will help you out. It's better to ask than it is to what is it?
It's better to find out before you fuck around.
Yeah, on the
Yeah.
internet, it's better to find out before you fuck around.
It's always a good idea.
Check yourselves.
No, and like we said, there is a video on our account where Leslie went through all the officials. There are only those 2 official accounts on Twitter. Over on Instagram, there's a big hit, a BTS official one, and then each of the members except JK has an individual account on Instagram. JK's dog has an account on Instagram. He doesn't. Over on TikTok, there is only the BTS official account and JK's official, like his personal account. And then on Weverse, you're going to find them all over on
Yours
Weverse.
is your best bet.
Yeah. But if you see an account other than those saying that they're BTS, they are not.
And on this
They're
topic,
lying liars who lie.
Quince has a little disclaimer. because we're about to talk about something that could be upsetting to people.
Yes, we are about to get into our less weak tea. It's stronger. So we are going to be discussing some difficult subjects, kind of tangentially, like SA and things that revolve around that. Having to do with, I'll just say having to do with Telegram nonsense that's been going on here. So if that's something that's triggering for you, if that's a subject that you don't want to stick around for, this is your cue to yeet yourself out of this live, because we're probably going to be talking about it for the rest of the time that we're on here. Just to kind of give you guys a little bit of info as to what's been going on in the South Korea sphere right now, or the past couple weeks, months, maybe even. But it's just kind of all coming out now.
Yeah. So it's related to Telegram, as we mentioned, which is something that we've talked about before on individual TikToks and on our lives. Telegram is one of those things that you see get spammed on Weverse all the time. And we've been saying it's not good, report it. It's bad. It's not safe. It is totally not safe. And we didn't really have an idea of the scale of it until during this whole scooter situation. There was a group of Korean women who noticed that there was a lot of attention on Korean news organizations and media, and they were like, hey, we need help. We're going to reach out to ARMY, because ARMY is a predominantly female fandom, and we think that they'd be interested in helping us. So they did. And ARMY helped amplify that information to news organizations outside of Korea, who then researched it on their own, decided it was a valuable story, and have been reporting on it. And the story is that there are many Telegram chats where middle, high school, and university aged, predominantly young men, were taking photos of people in their lives and then using deepfake technology to put the people that they know's faces on it in a corn situation.
Compromising. Illicit positions.
Explicit.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, we've talked, Margaret, we've talked about this especially with Weverse, all of these Telegram, people reaching out on Telegram. Ever since we started the project, we've been hearing about things like this, especially with people. This is different, but we've been hearing about people posing as idols for a long time, using Telegram and things like it. As Katie just mentioned, this whole deep fake technology is crazy with how accurate it is becoming. It's incredible. It can be incredibly realistic. And so somebody can actually think that they are talking to Min Yoongi or Park Jin-ae.
It can fake video calls. It can fake voice calls. All it needs is videos and voice information to train on, and then it can impersonate people.
Yeah.
So a lot of them exist.
If you guys think about how close it sounds when people make those AI songs, where they'll have idols sing, other genres of music, and it very, very similarly sounds like that idol is actually singing that song. You will understand that they can apply that same technology to have a phone call with you, to have, an audio recording to you. And now I'm telling you, I've been warning people since the beginning of this project to not trust Telegram. And this is kind of the first time I can actually say kind of why. And that is because I knew somebody personally who legitimately thought they were in a relationship with a famous idol, until that idol's manager, who they also thought they had a video call with that looked like that idol's manager, got their information for a background check, and their identity got yoinked fast. And that was the very first inclination they had in a 4-month period of time that they were not in fact dating that idol. And so
That Delulu was not
it
the
is
Delulu.
very realistic. It is very convincing, and it primarily occurs on Telegram because
It's not limited to.
It's not limited to. It's just most of them are happening there because their deep fake bots are very, very skilled.
And we didn't write this down, but I believe the founder or the owner, but somebody very high up at Telegram who is a Russian was recently arrested for other crimes related to
the head of the company.
Yeah, head of the company was arrested, I think, in France for CP related allegations. So it's a nasty, shady business.
It is terrible, and we're not bringing this up. We're not bringing this up to like wage a war against this kind of technology. That's not why we bring it up, because
No, we bring it up to say be careful.
yeah, inherently it's only as bad. It's only as bad as the people who are using it.
Exactly.
So that's not what we want you to take away from this. What we want you to take away from this is just what we always say is be very careful. If you are not sure, please ask. I mean, we're always around. We're happy to answer questions about this stuff too.
Put it in Discord.
Come to our Discord, because we've looked into this stuff a lot, and we've had people reach out to us with various stories that have disturbed us of people getting duped, actively, being duped, and so it's terrible. So if you have a member of BTS or whatever idol group it is reaching out to you and saying, hey, I noticed that you're a really big fan of mine. I'd really like to get to know you better, or whatever, what have you. Here's a way that we can have private chats, one-on-one, blah, blah, blah. I want you to be part of my secret fan club, or my manager's going to call you and it's like a special code or something like that. No, that shit's not real.
Not real. They're not messaging you personally. I'm very sorry.
They're never going to reach out to any of us personally in that way. They're never going to ask for our background information, our bank information. They're never going to ask for that kind of stuff. Only trust official channels.
Yeah, listen, Bangtan would never. Those boys do not need your $7. They don't. They're not going to come ask for it. They're literally never going to do that. So they're not. It's not them. It's somebody else.
Just not.
Unless Bong PD himself shows up at your front door with an NDA,
right?
Right. Just be for real. If you do not have an NDA signed in actual ink,
it ain't happening, friend.
Shut your mouth. You are not talking to a member of Bangtan.
It sucks.
It's not happening.
It really sucks. It's a very international crime. They prey on fans. And yeah, we have all seen them in our DMs on this app, on the camera app, not so much on the Bird app. So yeah, and also if you are on Weverse leaving nice messages for BTS or Yoongi or any of them, and you see that Telegram crap, keep reporting it, because they keep blocking words and then they keep using weird characters to spell it out.
Yeah,
to get around the blocks. But I'm hoping that with this news, they will find a way to really ban it.
We just need Weverse to make it so no links of any kind work, to be real.
Right.
Be so for real, Weverse. We just need you to shut down all links.
Yeah. But this issue in South Korea is pretty wild, and we encourage you guys to educate yourselves and learn more on it, about what's going on now. And it's not like it just started happening. This is stuff that's been going on for a long time, and it's just finally getting attention due to the reasons that Katie mentioned earlier. Because a lot of these women have been trying for months and months to get somebody to pay attention to this story, and they were getting actively rebuffed over and over again by the news outlets. saying that they were being a bother. They were clogging up the tip lines. They were nothing was going on. It wasn't something that needed to be taken seriously. So they've been shouting from the rooftop for months about this. And finally they were like, all right, fine. Well, people apparently listen to BTS fans. So we're just going to reach out.
I mean, and they knew they were very smart, because they knew that with our attention focused so much, that we would be paying attention to a story about the media in South Korea not paying attention, because they knew they already had their focus. And they also knew that we didn't need to do anything as Army. We just needed to get the signal out. So they weren't asking us to be judge, and jury on this. All they were doing was saying, could you please put eyes on this and pass it along to different news organizations?
I saw a BBC article about it today. So a very legitimate news source investigated it and said, yep, this is a real story.
I've seen NBC now. So like legitimate news sources are sharing this story. And also, please bear in mind, while it's South Korean women were the ones who brought the attention to Army, who brought the attention to the world. This is not isolated to South Korea, because that main chat where the majority of these underage situations were being produced has 217,000 people in it.
Yep.
So let that number wrap around your brain just a little bit. 217,000 people are in that specific chat that was creating these ones for these high school, middle school situations. So this is a worldwide problem. It's just it was a big problem in the schools in South Korea.
And I know we have some teachers in our community, so I'm sure a lot of you have to do internet safety guidance for your students. Or if you have kids of that age, just something to keep in mind to be safe.
Yeah. So like, this is a worldwide problem. It's something everybody's attention needs to be on. This internet safety is.
Teach your sons it's not okay.
And, but once again, Army, I mean, somebody said it in the comments, I love this fandom. It's really amazing sometimes what you end up accomplishing just by using your biggest strength, which is your eyes. And when you have 40 million pairs of eyes that can look in any direction, and then you have the ability to communicate so quickly on social media, on Twitter specifically, there are translators that are working all the time for BTS news between the Korean and the English side of it, and then translators that translate that into every language. And so the information can move not only in a large volume, but very, very quickly. And so it takes 15 seconds to retweet BBC. You at BBC, and then you have the information that you want them to look at, and it happens like this. And so,
and just like we can control the algorithm by refusing to look at things, we can also control the algorithm by looking at things, because Twitter pushes, or the Bird app pushes based on how long your eyes stay on things, not just whether you interact with a post.
Right.
By the way, we want to clarify, because I know that there was that whole thing in the TikTok app hearings about it was scanning. It's not scanning your eyeballs.
No.
What we mean is how long you have the page open.
Right. That's all internet stuff works like that. How long do you have the page open? Right. And that's why when we tell you this is a good article, go spend some time on it, what we mean literally is spend some time on the page scrolling back and forth, right?
Yeah.
Because it knows how long you're spending time on that particular spot.
So like when we say how long your eyeballs are on something, like if you're in Twitter on the feed and you're scrolling, if you pause to read, the algorithm knows where you pause.
Right.
So it will push things that get paused on higher in the algorithm, because that means somebody stopped to look at it. And so that's what the algorithm checks is how
what they don't know is I just leave my phone open half the time.
right? Same.
I mean, that just
It's
messes
really-
with the algorithm.
It's really interesting because to me, I mean, just academically, I'm not talking about this situation anymore. But it's interesting to me that once you have now the world knows that Army can operate like this.
Yes.
So it's going to be interesting to me to see how many more things we can put light on.
Well,
Yeah.
speaking of Army power, before we move on to our closing remarks, because we're just about at the end of our live here, I did want to touch upon something, not specifically, but I want to touch upon the air around the internet today before we close out. But speaking of the power of Army, this is another way that we can use our power in a good way. I know that probably most of you know what happened today, or what was revealed today, announced today, that happened with another idol group. Christina talked about it earlier today in a video that she did very eloquently. A couple of other creators that we know have mentioned it as well. But this is not a time, there's no good time for fan wars. Fan wars are stupid, first and foremost. They shouldn't exist. We should not, that's not a thing that is worth putting our time and our energy into, because anybody can like any music that they want to like, full stop. So fan wars are dumb. That's first. But second, we've been through the ringer the last few weeks, Army has. And it is understandable that we feel a little crumpled. We feel a little, put upon, because there's always people in other fandoms who will take the opportunity to kind of kick people when they're down. And we saw a lot of it. I mean, we know that there's a lot of antis out there. They're not necessarily part of another fandom, but a lot of times they tend to be parts of other fandoms. And I'm not pointing any fingers in any particular directions, because that's not what we're about here. But it's just a fact of the matter. And it's not great behavior. It's not, in general, it's not great fandom behavior at all. And so as Army, we have a really good example of how to conduct ourselves, and we should follow that example, and we should not be kicking people while they are down. And so there's no reason to bring our ish into other people's ish and compare them.
Right.
Especially something of this magnitude.
Right.
Because it's not okay.
Because the reality is, at the end of the day, the way fandoms should be interacting is Army helping Eldorphins get fake accounts blocked, and Army helping the cold players get their Lego sets approved. Like, Army helping other fandoms do good things and do positive things and contribute to society and to the internet healthily.
Put out what we want
should
to
be out here shedding light on big situations. What we should not be doing, what we're not going to do, is go attacking other fandoms that are down in their time of trial and heartache, and when the media turns on them, as is definitely probably going to happen. So what we're not going to do is fuel and fan flames, even if people from that fandom were mean to us during our time.
Exactly.
We are gonna continue being positive and uplifting. We're gonna help other fandoms that need help. We're gonna bring light to things that need light, and we're gonna just continue spreading positivity, because what would Bantan do? That's what they would do. So we're gonna follow our examples, and we're not gonna go down into dark places.
You don't have to even involve yourself. You can just.
Yeah, we welcome people who are kind to us,
ignore.
and we ignore and block people who are rude and report them if they need to be reported.
But don't add to it. Don't add to it. It's terrible enough.
It's so embarrassing.
It's awful. Don't do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not great.
I really agree. And if you need, Right. And if you need really to talk about it and get some feelings out, come to the Discord. We have a rant channel where you can type whatever you want and nobody can reply to you and you can just rant. Or you can, get in a thread and talk about your feelings. But I definitely encourage you to do it that way. Do it responsibly. So that you're not, triggering anybody else, or that you're not, and that you're keeping it classy for Army in the public spaces.
Don't
That's
make it
what
weird.
we need to do.
Don't make it weird.
Yeah. Because
It's weird enough happening.
we know what it feels like to get kicked when we're down.
Yeah.
And so we don't want to turn that into anybody else.
And it's not a competition.
No,
for,
it's not.
For whose shit is worse.
Yeah.
It's really not.
If we're gonna get into competitions, it's who, let's keep charting. That's a healthy competition. Just chart your favorites.
Healthy.
That's
My
healthy.
competition, why, yes, I would love some. Is what BTS said.
You petty bitch. Petty bitch. All right, listen, guys. Blog reminders. Blog reminders. We are in week 35. We have our weekly content watch party tomorrow. There's some words in there. At 8:30 p.m. Eastern in our Discord. I will be hosting that for this week's blog, which is What If the Moment's Right Now. We are in week 1 of Map of the Soul Persona. Nope. 7.
Yep.
I don't know where I am.
See what we're not in.
7.
We finished Map of the Soul Persona. We're in Map of the Soul 7.
We are in 7, which means you get to see. Have you seen? These
I haven't
pictures.
said it yet.
Okay.
We got some real bangers this week, y'all. Some real fucking bangers. I mean,
Hit after hit.
The blog
We got-
is excessively rude this week, guys. Just
we got the
just
song that
warning.
drugged me down the rabbit hole, which is Black Swan. And we've got both Filter and My Time.
Yep.
I
Yep.
mean,
Yep. In 1 week. Yes.
In all of their outfit glories.
oh
Yes.
my God, there's purple Jimin and red Jimin. Purple Jimin, red Jimin. Which one? Okay, never mind.
Once again, there are no losers.
You guys can vote in the comments on the blog whether you like purple Jimin or red Jimin.
I said the same thing for JK too.
Team,
Black JK or red JK for My Time. You can
Yep.
tell us which team you are.
You come tell us in the comments on the blog which team you're on.
I mean, yes, you can tell us here, but
You can
tell us on the
here
blog too.
because we got red versus black JK and we got red versus purple Jimin, and they are magnificent in all the ways. Is there a loser? I don't think it's possible to
Is there a
lose.
loser? I don't think so.
In all of these situations, Army wins. So
We all win. So come and hang out with us at the watch party tomorrow night. Once again, we have Friday, our watch party for Ranjin and Are You Sure? And that's at 9 p.m. Eastern.
And if there's any baby army, there's nothing we love more than watching people watch Filter for the first time.
Yeah.
I mean, we will literally, if you come tell a group of us over in the server that you've never seen Filter, we will jump in the Bora Lounge just to watch you watch it with us.
It's more fun that way.
It is more fun that way.
Gleeful anticipation.
Don't you dare watch it by yourself first.
Celine,
You will let Celine's Bonton alone.
you need to come join the server. Celine, new baby Army over here saying watch Filter. Come join us in the server and we'll talk about it.
It's like those videos of where they have babies try lemons for the first time, but like a million times better.
Million times
Yeah,
better.
so like more like the ones where they have them try like ice cream or something for the first time.
Or the one where
They're
Minion
just like-
put the cotton candy in his mouth and he was like,
Oh God. You fucking stop.
all right. It doesn't get any better than that. All
On
right.
that note, let's
We're going to
call it.
go. Love you all. Bye.
Thanks for hanging out with us as always. We love you.
Yes. See you
You're the
around.
best.
Take care.
Bye.